So the fourth step of the perfect appointment, this is the show. It's called in-store VIP treatment. We want to meet and greet this customer like the true VIP that they are. So if the managers have memorized all the details, imagine 5:10, right? We've got a 5:15 with Mr. Jones, about 10 after 5, a guy pulls up in the same color Grand Cherokee that Mr. Jones has. I'll bet this is Mr. Jones. What if I walk out to him and say, hey, are you Mike Jones? He says, I am. I say, I'm Steve Stauning. I'm the sales manager here, right? I shake his hand. I say, I can't wait to get a look at your Cherokee. Come on, let's go inside. Is that different than he's treated today? Absolutely. It's not just different than he's treated on other dealership lots or your dealership's lot. It's different than he's treated at Nordstrom's or any other retailer, because they don't know his name till he pulls out the plastic, do they? But you've just greeted and treated him by his name. Now, hopefully a manager can do that. If not, the TO's immediate, because we're going to take him inside to meet the manager. We're not going to say, hey, let's go meet my manager. We're going to say, come on, let's go get your appraisal started, right? And you're going to take him to the desk. Now, be careful. I want you to understand one thing. Mr. Jones is going to do this. Most of these guys are going to do the same thing over and over again. He's going to have his keys in his hand. He's going to say, here are my keys. It's right out here. I got 10 minutes. Give me a price. If you take his keys and tell him you'll get him an appraisal in 10 minutes, you're never going to sell a car. You need to take his keys from him. You need to say, thank you, Mr. Jones, but just so you know, it's going to take us at least 45 minutes to do a proper appraisal on your vehicle. Now, what I did want to make sure you understand is I'm not going to waste your time. So that's why I have this brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee out here ready for you to test drive. See, we've got to get him to catch new car fever, and he's not going to catch new car fever unless we get him in a new car, right? And so be prepared. Be prepared for every one of these guys to come in with their keys and say, it's right there. I've got 10 minutes. Have the discipline to take those keys and say, no problem, Mr. Jones, but just so you know, it's going to take us at least 45 minutes to do a proper appraisal on your vehicle. Make sure you get all the money that we have, that we can give you on it. And in the meantime, so that I don't waste your time, why don't we go ahead and test drive this brand new Grand Cherokee right over here. Now, it's important for your managers to have a done deal attitude. We want to treat every appointment like it's a delivery. We want to treat it as if we've already bought his vehicle and if he's already bought ours. So anything we say should be a trial close. So when you take him to the desk and the manager holds up the VIP folder right before he hands it to you, he says, okay, so you already know Steve, he's our product specialist on the new Cherokees. Now, while you're test driving that Cherokee, we're going to go ahead and get your appraisal done on your Cherokee. And if everything works out, when you get back from your test drive, we'll go ahead and do the numbers. See, that's a trial close. I just did an assumptive close by saying when he comes back from the test drive, we're going to do the numbers. Now, it's important, though, that the appraisals happen during the test drive because he's going to be at his highest point the minute he comes back from that test drive. So imagine when he gets back from the test drive, I've got numbers to present. I've got a bottle of water and I've got the numbers on his vehicle and the numbers on our vehicle. I've got the whole deal done. All he has to do is sign. It is going to absolutely shock you, as long as you've given a fair pencil, how many people sign and take first pencil in this case. It's called the perfect appointment for a reason. Don't shortcut it. Okay, you can't say, hey, Steve, I like parts of this, but I'm going to do this differently. It's the perfect appointment. Please follow all 4 steps. You will be shocked. You'll close at 80% plus. You'll have better than an 80% show rate. I guarantee it.